Every morning when I wake up, I am instantly reminded that we live in a complete and utter clown world. It's almost as if every single day is just slightly more ridiculous than the last. It's gotten to the point where I'm starting to question myself. Am I just getting old? Am I turning into my grandpa? Am I too old to understand what the young folks are doing these days? But then I have to remind myself that I'm far from an old man. I'm in my early 30s. It can't just be me. No, it's not just me, is it? Let me know down in the comments below. It can't just be me noticing how ridiculously stupid everything is becoming. It can't just be me noticing that our country is being run by a bunch of complete idiots. It can't just be me noticing that nothing seems to be serious anymore. Things that you once thought were like parody, it's now real. It's hard to decipher between what's a meme and what's an actual news headline. Everything has turned into one big TikTok dance video. Speaking of TikTok dance videos, though, this morning I saw something that had to be, listen, it's not the dumbest thing I've ever seen because it's 2024. We've seen a lot of dumb stuff. But this is the dumbest thing I've seen all day, maybe even all week. And since I had to see it, I think it's important that you all see it too, because even though it's dumb, even though it's ridiculous, it's a cause for concern. And we have to wonder, as things like this are happening, I don't know how to put it, but we have to wonder if these are the people that we look to run our country, if these are the people that we look to for protection, for law and order, then where is our society really headed? But let me go ahead and roll this ridiculous clip real quick, and then I'll be right back with more thoughts. They're dancing to copyrighted music, so I guess we'll have to create some music of our own. I mean, we live in a clown world, so it shouldn't matter anyways, right? Doodle-it, 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 doo. Doodle-it, 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 doo. Doodle-it, doo. Doodle-da, chicka 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 ah, ah, oola ah, dibble-it, dibble-it, dibble-da. I'm gonna do the doodle-do while you do that do when we doodle-do. Oola ah, go chicka chicka ooh ah, NYPD, chicka chicka gung gung ah, do. Doodle doo, doodle 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 doo, hoodle hoonala hoonana ha, hinga ha, hoogale ha, hooga chicka hoogale ha. New York City is a city overrun with crime. As a kid, I had a dream of one day living there. I've only been to New York City once in my life. I think I was in 7th grade. I was only there for a day. I remember going to the Empire State Building, going to some little comic shops. It was always a dream of mine to live in a big city like that and experience the fast life, because it's so vastly different from the life that I have lived thus far. But, over recent years, that dream has been destroyed. It has disappeared because of how these cities have been managed, how they have been overrun with crime. New York City is not the place where you necessarily want to be anymore. You got homeless people on the streets just literally spreading feces and smearing feces all over the walls. You got people getting knocked out and shanked on the subway. I mean, it's just gotten really bad. And even though it's this bad, I gotta say that it's great to see. It's encouraging, it's reassuring to see that the NYPD is doing their job. As we watch New York City, one of the greatest cities of all time, as we watch it literally decay rapidly in front of our faces, as we watch it just get burned to the ground, literally and like metaphorically speaking, it's nice knowing, it's very reassuring knowing that the NYPD, they have all of their ducks in a row. They have their priorities in order. This dance team that they've created, I'm sure that it's going to change New York City forever. I'm sure that this will rid the streets of the rodents and rats and criminals. I'm sure that the murder rate, it's just going to drop drastically. The streets are going to be cleaned. The subway cars will scrub themselves. The graffiti will disappear. You'll no longer have to worry about getting mugged as you jog around the park with your little chihuahua, your little Yorkie. You no longer have to worry about getting mugged in NYC because the NYPD will jump out of a bush and freaking dance battle. You got served. Stop the yard. They will freaking dance battle these criminals. I guess that's what they're preparing for. They haven't been tough enough on crime. But at the same time, they want to reduce, the physical confrontations between officers and criminals. So they figured out, hey, we got to create this ultimate NYPD dance team so we can dance battle the crime away. Put those handcuffs away. You're a murderer, we'll release you from jail the next day. You don't have to post bond, but you better make sure you can do a damn good Harlem shake. You better make sure you can do a 1-2 step. Now, just really ask yourself, what in the hell is going on? Like I said at the beginning of the video, this can't just be me getting old, can it? Like, this is ridiculous, right? Knowing what's happening in NYC on a daily basis, isn't it ridiculous that this is where taxpayer dollars, this is where resources are going? Instead of coming out, addressing the public, instead of coming up with a plan to battle crime, or to battle the thousands of other important issues that I'm sure NYC is facing. You got the Jewish community building illegal secret underground tunnels, doing Lord knows what. But no, we got to get the dance team together. The NYPD dance team. Let's fill the Jewish tunnels with NYPD dancers. We're going to get all of the dangerous drugs off the streets, the junkies off the streets with our NYPD dancers. You never have to worry about 9/11 again. Because terrorists, the number one thing that will stop a terrorist is not a good guy with a strap. No. It's not a police officer. It's not the military. No. It is strong, diverse women doing hip-hop dance moves. That's the only thing that will stop the next big attack on New York City. But at this point, it's just gotten to the point where you can't help but laugh. And you kind of feel bad when you're laughing because you know this isn't going to end well. This is going to end with more people getting R-worded, mugged, robbed, hurt, killed. But what can you do about it? You could complain about it, but then when you complain about it, people complain about you complaining about it, and it just all goes to show that we live in a complete clown world. And I refuse to take anything seriously. I know life is something that you should take seriously, but how can anyone take anything seriously in today's day and age? How can you? Look around you. Look around you at what's going on. How can anyone take anything seriously anymore? But let me know your thoughts about this down in the comment section below. If you're feeling generous and you want to donate to the channel, I promise I will not start my own dance team unless you all want me to. In fact, maybe, the CinemaShogun, maybe our little community, maybe we should form a dance team so we can battle the NYPD. Let me know if you think that's a good idea down in the comments below. While you're down there, hit the thumbs up, hit that subscribe, all of that good stuff, and I'll talk to you all soon in the next one.